I've played with barbed wire for a very long time. You know, kids when they're younger, on Christmas morning, get trains and airplanes and board games, action figures, you name it, that's what they got. You know what Matt Tremont got on Christmas morning? A barbed wire bat. Toys, instruments of violence. And you know what happens when a 12-year-old gets handed a barbed wire bat on Christmas morning? It changes his life. This is all I've looked at since I've been a kid. And then when you get a precious, sentimental toy like this, sometimes you give it a name. You could call Barbie, call it Ken. Now I know another man who's got an instrument of violence very similar to this, but you take away the barbed wire and he's got a bat with nails, and I know he calls her Janice. And the man that I'm talking about with that instrument of violence that he calls Janice is a monster. But when I was a kid, I wasn't scared of monsters. I didn't know if they were under the bed or in the closet. I didn't care because I had my barbed wire bat next to me for protection. And that monster I'm talking about is none other than you, Abyss. I've watched you for years. I know everything you've done, everything you do. I probably know you better than you know yourself. 2017 has been a memorable year. Some are calling it my summer tour of ultraviolence, because the deck has been stacked against me time and time again. I have taken on the legends in this business, in this genre of this great sport. And then when it comes to hardcore wrestling, I've faced them all and I've beaten them all. Abyss, your name has come up on that list. And we finally dance in the middle of a squared circle for the very first time on Friday night, July 28th, because Hybrid Wrestling in Eddystone, Pennsylvania had the balls to book it. Abyss and the Bulldozer and maybe some barbed wire in the middle of the ring for the very first time. I'm not scared of monsters, and I never have and I never will be. And I ain't scared of you. And I'm bringing my bat with me. And I hope you bring Janice, because we are going to have a very, very violent story to tell. But when that bedtime story's over and that last chapter in that book is written, it will be with your blood. I promise you that. July 28th, the hardcore gods have aligned two of the most violent men in this industry to finally collide. I'm bringing the violence. You bring the pain. Hybrid Wrestling will provide the ring and the canvas that we paint red. July 28th, Eddystone, Pennsylvania. Bulldozer, Abyss, Monsters Ball. Be there, because it will be a very, very violent summer fight. A very, very violent summer night. Abyss, Let's dance in hell.